Hey everyone. Hi Thrive Marriage Family. I hope you're all doing well today. And I wanted to do a quick live stream to address a couple things. First off the bat, I actually received some pretty disappointing news, but I don't want to get you all down, but I do want to address this. So, we're going to address something that's happened in this group and remind everyone again to please abide by the rules of the group and then talk about what to do when you really are struggling in your relationship because they go hand in hand here. So I was informed that one member of this group was reaching out, asking a question, and enough people told her that she should leave her husband that she actually deleted the post and has now quit the group. Okay, this is not good news, right? Mark and I are working with this individual, and I think we're still going to be able to help her. However, I just want to address some of the spouse bashing and also being careful about giving advice to people, especially when you're actually encouraging them to leave their husband or their spouse, their wife, and just the danger of doing that. So we wanted to be very sensitive about the issues that are being discussed in this group, right? People are opening up, they're looking for help. And sometimes that can come across as like we just want to validate them, right? Oh, I know how you feel. Man, you should just leave him. Okay, we want to avoid those kind of things. I understand how you feel, that's different. But if you're encouraging someone to leave their spouse, I guess that just comes right to my next quick point here. This is gonna be a quick live stream, but is when you are sick, who do you go to for help? Do you go to the other people who are also struggling or sick, or do you go to a physician that is qualified to help you? Okay, that's what the purpose of this group is to provide help from qualified people. Mark and I are experts in how to save struggling marriages. This is what we do. And I would be remiss if I didn't encourage you to be careful who you're taking advice from and who you're giving advice to. Now, by all means, you're welcome to support each other. You are all at different stages. So there are things that you have learned that you can use to help uplift people. However, if you're validating someone in their pain, if you're just telling them that they should bail, that it's hopeless, that is not helpful. And honestly, I don't know that many of you are actually qualified to give that advice. Okay. I'm saying this bluntly and boldly, but this is a real thing. And because someone left the group because of this issue, we want to be very careful on how we deal with this. Now, just going back to that sick, analogy here. It's kind of like having cancer. I personally fought breast cancer myself. And if I had gone to my friends, my family, asking them for advice, then I would not be here. Those were not the right people. If I had gone to other people sick with cancer, asking them, like, oh, how do I fix this? What kind of chemo should I take, et cetera, they're not going to know because the same rules don't apply to every single situation, right? It's kind of like you guys, some of you have cancer, like you have cancer in your relationship and it is struggling and it is, in some ways it's like on the line, right? Life or death. Oh, sorry about that. Husband just called me. Didn't know I was going live. And then some of you are just like, you have pre-cancer, right? Things are really, they're getting bad fast, right? But you're not quite at the cancerous stage. So when I got my diagnosis, was I going to go to those who had cancer also or pre-cancer and get their advice? Absolutely not. I would made sure that I got the very best help and care for me, and I was pregnant at the time, so care for me and my baby as possible, right? I just didn't go to anyone and just take their advice. That's really dangerous, okay? And you guys are in a similar, very dangerous situation in your relationships, and relationships have so much impact on the rest of your life, right? And so be very careful about who you're actually getting advice from. Like we said in the webinar, for those of you who are on our live training the other night, we wouldn't have problems if we knew the solution to those problems, right? And so should we go to asking for help from people who have the same problems or people who know the way to successfully navigate through those problems and get you the solutions, get you the results that you want? So that is my encouragement to you with love. And I hope I'm being sensitive. I hope I'm not coming across as too harsh. However, I was honestly a little bit devastated that this lady left the group because people were telling her to leave her husband. And so I want to remind everyone to please adhere to the rules about being careful with this, the sensitive information that we have. Be careful of spouse bashing. If we see that you are getting into too much of that side, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to, say, this is my problem. Please advise. Then, reach out to Mark and I. We're the experts. We know how to help you with that. You're welcome to get support from the other members in the group, but be careful of the spouse bashing. If you do it once, we'll give you a warning. If you do it twice, we're going to have to remove you from the group. And that's not what we want. We want you here. We really, really love and appreciate each of you. We were deeply grateful that you guys are here. So that is my words of advice today for all of you wonderful members of this group. We're so excited, and so many of you are joining and sharing this with people. And there are so many of you that are uplifting, and I really want to thank you. Thank you for giving your hearts, your prayers, your encouragement to each other. That is what this group is about. So when you're sick, make sure you get the right help. And don't just take advice from anyone. And be careful also of the advice that you're giving. If you're in the midst of a huge problem yourself and then you're telling someone else what to do, you might want to be a little bit careful about that, and really recommend that they go to the source of where they can find the real answers. Right? Not the fluff. We don't need fluff. We need real answers. And we have a clear, exact path on how to get you from where you are feeling so stuck. And so many of you are in so much pain, and my heart goes out to you. Hey, Dana, how's it going? Nice to see you. She did my photography, so she's amazing. Anyway, thanks, Dana. But yeah, I know so many of you are really, really hurting, and others are doing a little better, and some of you are doing great. And we have all different levels there. And so the whole purpose of this is to love, uplift, support, appreciate, give encouragement, never to tear down, and please be careful not to tell anyone that they should absolutely just leave their spouse, okay? And if you're in that kind of situation, be careful of the advice that you're taking from people. Make sure you get to the people that can actually help you. Now, with that being said, I think we've said it several times now, but Mark and I have opened up our schedules at this time. We're taking free consultation calls. So if you want to get on a call with us, we can get you crystal clear clarity on what the real issues are going on in your marriage, and then give you a step-by-step game plan on where to go from there. So it's completely free. I'll put the link here if you guys, if that resonates with you, if you want to take advantage of that opportunity, we would welcome you to do that. Hey, Chase. Oh, thanks. Yep, glad you're on. So if you guys have any questions or comments, you're always welcome to message Mark Johnston or I. And I will also encourage you that if you're feeling really stuck right now, if you're wanting to get the right advice, to go ahead and get on a call with us. So with that being said, I love you, I appreciate you, and I'm very grateful that you are all in this group. It is a beautiful, beautiful group of people that we have here. And so let's really rock it. Let's help each other out. Let's encourage each other. Let's be supportive. And yeah, that'd be great. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.